I'm sure all of you, or most of you at least, have been through a point in your life where you have asked yourself the question, especially if you believe in God, if God is good, why is there evil? And if He's almighty, omniscient, all-powerful, and so on, why can't He do something? Stop the wars, and so on. So I think we all have been through this kind of questioning in our life. Why is there conflict?
When we look at this issue about the root cause of conflict, we're looking deeper than what we would consider to be symptoms. We look truly at the root. We want to try to understand, is there a fundamental cause which is at the root of all conflict? And I'm reminded of the expression, the heart of the human problem is the human heart.
The problem is that human beings tend to be struggling with the conflict between mind and body. In other words, our instinctual nature or our carnal nature has a tendency often to dominate our spiritual nature, or the nature within us which guides us to higher values. In a family, if an individual member of the family thinks only of their own well-being and ignores the greater good of the family, right away you will have conflict. If the husband decides he's going to spend the family budget drinking, what happens? The family will be destroyed. Or if the husband or wife decide, I don't want to confine my sexual experiences within my marriage. I want to experience many relationships beyond my own spouse. That will lead to the destruction of the family.
When we look at statistics, and in the United States, for example, it's one of the great laboratories in the world where everything is checked through polls and statistics. Those areas of American society where the family is breaking down has a corresponding rise in crime, drug abuse, STDs, violence, and so on. And so because young people especially, they feel they need to find love. If they cannot find it within the family, they substitute it with some substance abuse, with promiscuous love relationships, and in the end find, of course, no fulfillment.
If an individual corrects themselves, in other words, if in the relationship between your moral values and your instinctual nature, you correct that relationship. In other words, your mind or your spirit, your spiritual values, take precedence over your physical desires. That is called a person of character. They will not sacrifice their spiritual or moral values for material things or for physical pleasures. They will never violate. And so that's where it begins. I first have to become the ideal. I must become a person who truly lives as a man or woman of character. Then I also create this kind of family. The members of the family live for each other. And then our family serves the community. Our community serves the nation. And the nation will live for the sake of the world.